Real combat, real action. Carnage Media.
And speaking of boxing, we're going to bring on our first guest this evening, Kevin Walker. Kevin, how are we? How we're doing this evening?
I'm blessed. How about you, gentlemen?
Oh, fantastic. So, first time, is this your first time fighting in Ohio then?
Nah, yeah, it'd be my first time in Findlay, but not in Ohio. I just fought in Detroit recently.
Okay. All right. Well, and how was that experience for you?
I mean, besides being robbed, other than that, I like the action, man. Fighting, that's something that I live for. Putting a beating on somebody is always a great feeling for me.
Yeah. Well, and I saw it was a very close decision too. And the guy's on fire. The guy's I think he's on a 6 or 7 fight win streak too. So
Yeah.
what are you going to use from that fight transitioning into this fight?
Man, try my hardest not to leave it inside the judge's hands. That's why I messed up at, allowing the judges to take control of the fight instead of me taking control of the fight. So on the 26th, that definitely is not going into the judge's hands.
That's a great mindset. Let's bring it back. So what got you into fighting?
Man, where I started, dad went around, cousin used to be, bully me when I was a kid, grown man used to bully me, got into some trouble, had a bad attitude. Then my first boxing coach, Johnny Avon, he used to train my brother, Kenneth Walker. And one day, me and my brother got into it, he beat me up real bad, and I was wondering, like, damn, like, how he learned how to fight. Chased him down the street, found out he went to a boxing gym. Thought I was that guy at that time, tried to jump in, got beat up again. But ever since then, it's been on the flow. It's a passion, man. Like being able to put a beating on somebody, put a hurting on somebody, to be able to inflict pain on somebody in a positive way. It means everything to me. Like this is my anger management for me.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good outlet to stay out of trouble and still be able to unleash some of that aggression.
Oh yeah, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
Yeah. So, do you ever get nerves walking into the ring, or is it just come natural to you?
Nah, fighting, like it may sound weird, but it's like I said, I like hurting people, and it's the only way I know how to hurt somebody without me, what I'm saying, getting in trouble legally, so like the nerve thing, I say the time I get the nerves is when somebody offered a fight. After that contract sign, it's on the flow. It ain't no nerves when I walk out. Everybody gonna see it for themselves. I actually was told one time that whenever I go to perform my first pro fight that I freeze up. And I fought a dude named Eduardo Ayuse. And it was the total opposite. I ain't freeze up. I took the show, but at that time I didn't know anything, and I took a fight on short notice. One thing led to another, and there was a no contest. So all that nervous stuff, no, I come out to put on the show. I'm entertainment, so I ain't got no time to be nervous, man.
That's great to hear. That means it's going to be a good show. I love it when people have that confidence and no nerves, just go in there and handle business.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit, it's the hurt business. That's what we in the for. We ain't in here to be, running, dipping, and dodge. I mean, boxing is boxing, but it's a difference between boxing and running. So we gonna find out that night.
So I know you said you like it for like the violence of it. So what part? I mean, I get that, but what actual part of boxing do you enjoy the most? Is it just the combos that you're throwing? Is it being able to sit there and put out some good footwork so you're skating and you're getting by your guy? You know what I mean? You're taking the right angles. The head movement.
Nah,
any specific spot that you like the most?
I just like it. Period. Like me, what sets me apart from a lot of fighters is, the world look at boxing as a sport. I look at boxing as a lifestyle. You got to eat, breathe, shit, defecate this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really separates me from it. I like I said, I love it for the simple fact I'm a natural aggressive person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a natural angry person. So for me to find a positive way to let this out, to really just be in there battling, you know, trying to get to the fight the best of the best, that's what really keep me in it. Cause it's easy for me to, you know, come out to the streets and beat somebody up. That's irrelevant. That's a no contest right there. So I took it upon myself like, shit, I know it's people that's out there better than me. So I want to see exactly who's better than me. Or when we get in the ring, let's really find out who's the better person, who's going to run. Because at the end of the day, regardless what the judges, like with my last fight, regardless what the judges say, if y'all paid attention, y'all see what Sam said. He know he didn't win the fight. So my whole thing is when we get in that, know what's going on. We know what's about to happen. And we the action. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's really why I do it, because I want to fight the best of the best, regardless where I'm ranked at or where somebody put me at. At the end of the day, all my last 3-4 fights been everybody that's been 5-1, 5-0. It's a reason that they try to put me out there, because my record is deceiving. But when I got in that ring with David Craddock, Jalen Hill, Sam Rizzo, everything was different. All of them had high expectations for themselves. And every round I knocked that shit down. And it's gonna be the same thing for this fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not underestimating nobody, but what it seemed like was that my opponents was underestimating me because I have a deceiving record. So at the end of the day, I just pray that, you know, he come to fight, because that's what I'm coming to do. I ain't coming to do nothing less.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the fights that you have had, what fight has been the hardest or you've learned the most from?
My hardest fight was the actual fight that I really did lose. I fought in Kissimmee, Florida. I fought a Cuban guy, and that's before I knew about the weight cuts and stuff. So the fight was set for like 137, and I walked in exactly on 137, and this dude came in at 143. And me not knowing, and the coach that I was with, Johnny Neves, he didn't know much. He was a karate teacher or whatnot. It come to find out the dude cut from 170 pounds versus I was literally walking around at 137 pounds. So it wasn't really his performance that was tough. It was really the weight difference, you know, because the next day when we seen each other, I still was 137 pounds. This dude was like 150, you know. So that's what really made the difference. So learning from that, now since I know how to control my weight, cut my weight, pick my weight up, it really hasn't been a difficult, you know, battle for me as far as like fighting opponents. I feel like all the guys that I fought was decent, they was good, but I feel like I was the better person. But what sets me apart again from everybody else is the fact like I really want it. You know, like I'm willing to go all lengths. So if my opponents ain't willing to go all lengths, I don't think that we should be in that ring, because like I said, it's going down on the 26th. But it wasn't really, it's like for me, honestly, like I said, I got a passion for it. So like when I'm in a fight or whatnot and I get hit, it's not like I actually really feel the hit, but I know not to, you know, put myself in danger, to get, you know, too wild, or to just let myself go. So for me, the hardest part about boxing is maintaining, you know, maintaining my structure, maintaining my discipline, maintaining to the game plan. But ultimately, I like to go out and have fun, you know. So if the fight start feeling like it's getting boring, I guess I got to keep coming to you. I gotta be the most aggressive now. So I got to step to you more and more. So that's the game plan. So like I said, I'm just ready to rock and roll.
Well, we love that, especially from my chair over at the commentary desk. So that leads well into one of the questions I had for you. You talked about that previous experience dealing with the different weight and how you've got that ready to go, and clearly the motivation isn't going to be an issue. You've had plenty of motivation for preparing for this fight. But what has been the biggest challenge for you in your training, you know, getting ready for this fight? What's been the biggest obstacle for you, or maybe something that you don't enjoy as much as some of the other stuff?
Only big obstacle for me, man, honestly, is just waiting to get in the ring, man. Like it's hard to stay disciplined and wait that long ride into that day, you know. So that's the hardest thing, is like I'm anxious, I'm ready. And I tell myself from the time I sign that contract, like it's go time, it's go time, it's go time. So the hardest thing for me is just awaiting that day to come. Other than that, as far as like training, might sound weird. I like pain. So the more training that I do, the more hurt that I feel, the more, I want it, the more aggressive I become, the more assertive I become, the more I want to go after it. And honestly, the workouts that I do, I don't really see a lot of people doing it. I haven't seen nobody do it, honestly. So that's what I really be looking forward to. Like when I go into these fights, I really look forward to seeing like who's conditioning better, who's really been working, because a lot of these cats got built records. I never had nobody build my record, or I just got threw out here. You feel me? And I take any fight. It don't matter who calls out for a fight. You can be 30-0, and guess what? That don't mean that you're the best. So I'm gonna step out there because I for myself, I gotta find out who's the best or who's doing what, when and where. So whenever somebody feel like they want to call me out, I'm all for it. It don't matter if it's Tuck, the next 10 guys, they send that contract, I'm gonna sign that contract, and we gonna make something happen.
It's great. It's a great mentality to have. And so I know we're going to focus more on this weekend, but while we're still here just with you, I wanted to ask you about do you have any short-term goals lined up? I mean, clearly based on what you said, your game anytime, anywhere, and sounds like looking to take on as many fights as possible. But what do you have in the works, after, let's just say everything goes according to plan for you on Saturday, you walk out with your hand raised. What's next for you, Kevin?
Oh man, what's next to me is anybody that's in that line. Like honestly, I feel like boxing becoming mediocre now because everybody want to be 50-0. So the best ain't fighting the best. So I just like a challenge. I like the people that, like for instance, the people that underestimate me and be like, oh, look at this record. I have a deceiving record. So people just assume that this is that record is what really describes me. But it's not. But when they get in that ring is when they truly find out, like, damn, I done messed up. I take this very serious and very professional. So like when it comes to like the weight cut, making weight and all that, I make it to the point where I'm coming in 3 pounds under, so that I've been grinding. So when I see my opponent, if the fight set at 135 and you coming in at 135 on the head, I know that you ain't been doing what you're supposed to been doing. You know what I'm saying? You just barely making your weight. That's the difference again that sets me apart from everybody. I'm out here grinding every day. It don't matter if I got a fight set up or not. This is a lifestyle. So this ain't something that they send a contract and I'm like, oh, I got a month to get ready and I just train for a month, get ready, fight, and then I just let it go. No, I live, eat, breathe, and defecate this. This is a lifestyle for me. So again, I just hope that this is how everybody else taking it.
Wow. Good. So now what I'm wondering is, it sounds like you're going to be a pressured fighter. Like you like to pressure your guys. Am I wrong in that?
Oh, I do. I can do it all. I press, I box, and I can brawl. So honestly, it really depends on my opponent's momentum. Like after we go out there and we exchange them first couple punches, and say like if he hit me and I feel like, oh, that's not a tough enough hit, I'm coming at you. If I hit you and you start backing up, I know that you're scared. So I'm gonna come at you. Now if you good, if we both good, we both damn near evenly matched, and he wanna start brawling, I'm gonna box you. It's always a way to tweak something, you feel me? So I really go off my opponent's energy, but I also set the pace inside the fight. I'm not gonna let the guy get off and get over, none of that. So that's one thing I learned in the amateurs is the way I start, the way I finish, go strong, go hard, set that pace. Like I said, a lot of people don't have a lot of endurance and stamina. A lot of people just out here for show. A lot of people really can't do 6 rounds, no break, no bail. So that's really going to be the test of that night is how good are you? How good is your stamina? How good is your conditioning? How good was your camp? And also, how bad do you want it? A lot of people, they inside the game for the wrong reasons, which is money. And like I tell everybody, if you doing your job, the money's gonna come. So why go out there and go chase the money and mess up your career, or mess up your body, or mess up your brain. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's another thing that sets me apart. The money is gonna come. I'm here to do a job. I'm here to have fun. And that's honestly why I box, is because, again, I like to inflict pain on people. I like the competition. I'm a gladiator. I'm a warrior. So I want to fight the best, you know. But again, like I said, some people ducking, or some people like, they see my record, see it's deceiving. And then I done had a couple people attempt to send contracts, and then when they really go look at the videos of me and Jalen Hill or me and David Craddock, I get a message sent back like, oh, never mind, they don't want to take the fight. You know, so again, I'm willing to fight everybody. It don't matter who it is. But these cats, they want to pick and choose. Everybody want to be 50-0. I want to fight. I don't care who you is. You could drop any name, any city, any top-notch boxer. If they get a chance to go out there, I'm going to shock everybody. I guarantee y'all that.
That's awesome. Yeah, so you say you play off your opponent, how you box. So do you much like watching film, or you just go in there and go off a feeling and seeing what they're doing?
Nah. Yeah. I never been a film guy. I leave that to the coach. I feel like my job as a fighter is to do just that, is to fight. You know, tomorrow ain't promised. So with me saying that, is I'm focused on everything that I need to focus on in that moment. My job is to fight and to get myself ready. My coach's job is to put the game plan together, go to the lab and work on. He'll tell me, hey, he's going to do this, woo, 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 and we'll execute that plan. Other than that, like I said, my duty is to get in the best shape of my life, so then that way, not only am I giving myself the best chance, but then I can get an audience, all my friends and fans, you know, the best of me. You know, and that's really honestly what I look forward to. I'm not really worried about what this guy does at his camp, or if this guy's watching film on me, because truth be told, you can watch film on somebody 1,000 times. Watching that film is not going to make you win. Yeah, you can make adjustments, but the thing is when you get in that ring, how are you going to adjust when you're in that ring? How do you get hit? Especially if you're a guy that's used to not being hit or getting power punched and then get hit and punch. How are you going to recap thing? How are you going to adjust? How are you going to act? I've been in there with some of the best. You know, I hadn't sparred with Yandel Evans, Mark Too Sharp Davis, my brother Kenneth Walker, and these is between Yandel and Kenneth, them the two hardest people that I ever got in the ring with that hit hard. Me and Thomas Matisse, we fought in the amateurs. That's my guy, great guy. You know, and I really don't see like a lot of people, like, if really even a real chance beating some of these guys if they were ever to go back into the boxing ring. You know, so for me to have these people in my corner, me training and getting sparring with these people, I really don't see nothing going opposite besides my way.